Hello, fellas. This is Alex D for LabF and Alex D podcast, and we are with a new singer of a very good project with her. It's Vixen X, right?
Yeah.
Tatiana,
Mhm.
nice to meet you, and thank you very much for staying with us.
Hi, thank you so much for inviting me.
Please, we want to know about the Vixen X project.
Um, well, what specifically you want to know? There's a lot to say.
Well, you start with the beginning. That's right to start, I think.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm gonna start from I moved to London in 2018 to study music for university and to study songwriting. That's what my passion is. And I've always wanted to be in a band, to be a singer or something, but I never actually believed in myself to do something like that. So my original plan was to write songs for other people. But then I was like, you know what? Why not? I'm gonna try and start a band and see what happens. So I tried really hard to find people at university. No one wanted to do anything. That's fine. Posted online. And then I met my bassist and we started the project. Basically, this was in 2019. Um, since then, we found a guitarist, found a drummer. We had some complications, some changes of lineups because people are different and people argue, and it's hard. Being in a band is hard, obviously. So we had a recording planned before the pandemic, but obviously then the pandemic hit and everything was canceled. And we decided to record everything last October. Um, and then this comes the fun part. So 3 weeks before the recording, our guitarist actually quit our band. And he said, no, I'm not helping you with it. But it was already paid for, everything was booked. There was no chance we weren't gonna,
No,
there was no chance we won't be doing the recording.
but you already have some music made from this
Yeah.
guitarist.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. We had some music made and we were getting ready to go into the studio to finally record it. And basically, he quit the band and we had this dilemma. What do we do? Do we cancel the booking? Do we go ahead with it? We don't have a guitarist. So, but canceling wasn't an option. So basically, we hired a session guitarist and we reworked all the songs in 2 weeks, wrote new songs, changed everything. And the last song was finished one day before going into the studio.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was a very stressful project, in the beginning. Sorry, I'm a bit ill. Yeah, well, we went into the studio with a session guitarist and we recorded what now we just released, Die For You and Loneliness,
Yep.
two singles. And we're aiming to release another single in December and then the EP. But since then, we found a permanent guitarist now, and we've been writing new songs, new material, going into a totally different direction now, experimenting a lot, going into more heavier sounds vocally, breakdowns, just going crazy with it and see where it goes.
In fact, I hear the singles "Loneliness"
Mm-hmm.
and "Want to Die." I don't remember. I'm a little nervous right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm already hear the songs and are really good. You
Thank you.
sound like 80s rock, hard rock bands, but with this twist of actual music.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
are rock really hard, but you don't step into the metal. The
Mm-hmm.
project don't sounds to me to metal, sounds me more to hard rock.
Yeah.
That's the way you want in the beginning of the project, or what is the idea you have when you start writing the songs?
Well, obviously, before we went into the studio, these songs sounded very different to what we wanted them to be. It was always kind of like hard rock, but in general, the bassist and the drummer have always wanted to go into a heavier direction, but we were always restricted because of our guitarists, because our guitarist always preferred a more classical rock approach, or a more hard rock approach. So this session guitarist that we had, he was also more a classical rock guy. So we kind of went with that direction just because we didn't have time to, properly prepare everything, because we only had 2 weeks. But right now, the stuff that we're writing now, it's definitely going into a more metal genre, and kind of blending a lot of 90s influences and some modern influences, just all over the place.
Yeah, in fact, the mixing all the things the project had, the bass line, the drums, the guitar, your voice, your technique, and your style. It's too lovely in some parts, but too hard in others. And the mixing that it's a really good thing to hear it.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Um, Tell us about your influences.
That's the hardest question all the time.
Yeah.
Um, I'm a person that's influenced from everything. I like every genre of music. I listen to rock, I listen to metal, I listen to hip hop, just everything. So I kind of take things from everywhere. But if I would to say a couple bands that really inspire me, would be Rob Zombie, Korn, Deftones. I really like Slipknot as well. Then heavier stuff like Arch Enemy. Yeah, just everything. Classics, Metallica as well, Megadeth. Just really anything, and a lot of grunge as well. Alice in Chains, Nirvana, Soundgarden, Courtney Love. Just
Yeah.
everything sounds so good that I just love it all.
Well, I think you have some advantage being from London, right? Because England is the cradle of metal, of heavy metal, and you have some good influences like Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, Priest, and other bands. They're no much known as Tigers of Pantang, Saxon, but you have this advantage, I think. And in other place from America, you have the 90s influences, like you say, Metallica, maybe Fade No More, with Button. You have everything to do some stuff really, really great, I think.
Thank you.
So please tell us what's the things we can wait from you in future, and no more in a short time, I think. You say.
Okay, wait, you mean what's coming next kind of thing?
Yeah. Yes. Sorry, my English is not so fluent.
No, don't worry. I completely understand. English is my fourth language,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You speak 4 languages?
Yeah.
What language you speak, Tati?
So I speak Russian, I speak Romanian, Portuguese, and English.
Well, maybe you can learn Spanish, amiga mía.
Yeah. No, well, I understand a bit of Spanish because of Portuguese, obviously. There's some similarities. It's not the same thing, but I used to live in Portugal. So I talked to a lot of Spanish people back in the day.
Oh, it's kind of different, the Spanish from Spain and the
Yeah,
Spanish from
yeah.
Mexico. Sobre todo en el ceseo que utilizan los españoles. Nosotros no hablamos así, realmente. Kind of example.
Yeah.
But that's great. You are a really smart girl.
Thank you. Yeah, I guess what's coming next is in December we will be releasing one more single with another video, and then release the EP. We're gonna start gigging soon and do some live shows around the UK just for now. But then we would really like to just go to Europe or organize something even in America or South America. Nothing too big, but just a small tour just to get people to know who we are, and hopefully release the debut album next year as well. And it's sounding good so far. It's gonna be quite heavier than what we're putting now. So yeah, I guess that will be it for the next year, hopefully, if everything goes well.
Everything hope that. So you have plans to come to America. That's great.
Yeah, I would love to. We would love to. Like, it's fun.
In Mexico, we are fans from a lot of years of the rock and metal. Well, we are very near to United States, and all the hard rock music comes to Mexico. So we love rock music.
Yeah. Actually, our first country on Spotify is Mexico.
Yeah, that's great.
So we love it. We love it. We would love to come to Mexico.
And I think Mexico loves you when you are more.
We hope so. We hope so.
Be sure of that.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you think about make some other genres in your projects, or only rock and metal, maybe pop, maybe some kind of more slow music, I think.
I think for the next couple years, I would like to focus on the band, just doing this, just to kind of like get a foundation and just be on people's minds so they know who we are. But I think it would be interesting in the future to expand to other sounds and other genres, because I think it's fun, and we can also bring a lot of fans from other genres into other genres.
Yeah.
And it's always good because nowadays everything is mixed, so why not take advantage of that and do something interesting and creative, because it's fun, it's good, and it's good practice, because in every genre there's something good to take, and music is just something beautiful. So it's endless. The possibilities are endless.
Yeah, like you say, there's nothing new under the sun.
Yeah.
So there are some bands would you want to collaborate with?
This is back in the day when I was a teenager, I would always be so sad because everyone I wanted to collaborate with was dead.
Oh.
I would always be like, oh, I wish I could collaborate with Kurt Cobain, or
Yeah.
But it's a lot of great people are unfortunately not here anymore, but there's still great artists out there. So I think for me personally, a band that I would love to collaborate would be Korn, because I think that would be interesting, and I would love to get Jonathan to make me do some crazy sounds and just go crazy.
That's great. And from your country metal bands?
Can you repeat that again?
Yeah. And from your country, collaborate with some old metal bands.
Do
Maybe,
you
I don't
mean?
know, yeah, Iron Maiden, maybe.
Yeah, well, Iron Maiden, they're amazing, but I don't know how well we would work. I
Yeah.
think it would be a challenge. It would definitely be a challenge. Um, yeah, yeah. Well, I'm sorry, my mind is blank, but I'm up for anything. So who knows? Who knows?
And your look are to fit with power metal projects. You think about it?
I don't know. I don't know actually. Well, the boys in my band, I know they like power metal. I think it's interesting. Personally, I don't know how well my voice goes with it. I think that's like the thing that's holding me back. But maybe in the future, as I get better and better.
Yeah, I think so too. But tell us about your likes. In what you inspire yourself when you're writing the songs, because I put attention in the lyrics of your songs, and they fit in ballads, in fact, but
Mhm.
uh, the sound they have are some very hard, and it
Yeah.
sounds good. But uh, tell us about your inspiration when you are writing the songs.
Well, I guess my inspiration really comes from anything, for example, Die For You. It's a song about domestic violence. Because I have, a lot of people in my family that have been through situations like that, or I have known many women that have gone through situations like that, and I've always been really passionate about it. So one day I just wrote a song about it because I'm fed up of that, so let's just write about it. um but I get inspiration out of anything. I love reading. I love getting to know different types of thinking, philosophies and stuff. I like reading like occult books. um just interesting, again interesting ways of thinking, and just like thinking out of the box. um Anything that's kind of like spiritual, it's also interesting. I love fantasy. So just really anything. But what I just love sitting down, reading a book, and then I look at the words and I'm like, this is a really good word, I'm going to use it in the song, and
Yeah,
then the song just comes out.
that's great. And well, what kind of write what kind of writers you like to read? Some
Mm,
authors?
yeah, well, I used to be more into fiction back in the day. I used to read a lot of like detectives and crime, but now I'm more into actually reading not stories, but more like, not manuals, but I would, they're more informative kind of thing. Like this is like psychology books, for example, or like theory books. I'm more into like informative stuff now than into fiction, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because there are real things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I feel like as the more you grow up, the more you realize, I want to get to know more of what's happening around me instead of going into fiction.
yes, yeah, and the reality is so much more raw than the fiction. So
Yeah.
that's great. So Tati, there are some words to from you to the Mexican fans.
First of all, I'm really honored that you asked me to do this, because, I wouldn't go as far to say as they are our fans, because, it's we haven't been around that long yet, but for the people that have heard us, I would, and everyone that has written a comment or left a subscribe or anything, I would just really like to thank you, because for an independent band that's just starting, it's a hard process, but every like and every comment matters. And we are very grateful for anyone that has heard the song or has shared the song or messaged us. It makes it all worth it. Even if it's just even if only one person listens to the song, it's already amazing. So thank you to anyone who has supported us so far, and we hope to not disappoint you in the future.
I'm sure that's not gonna happen. I'm really honored to accept this invitation, and I hope this is not the last one.
Thank you so much. This was actually my first interview ever.
Oh my God! In fact, This is my first interview with an artist since I have 70 years. I have already 35 years,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm been in the radio here in Mexico, making some school stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But there are so many people here that don't understand so well English and don't speak, and I'm doing. Um, I don't know how to say. I'm only here and try to speak, but I never study English.
No, but your English is amazing. Like, keep going, A lot of people that speak English don't even know other languages. So, we're a good example of that. We're learning other languages, and that's important. And your English is perfect.
Yeah, and I thank you really, really. Thanks a lot for your comments, and really I hope to could be another interview in a future.
Yeah, of course, of course. I would be honored. Thank
And
you so
if
much.
you come to Mexico, I'm personally give you to know my country
Thank you so much. Thank you
and
so much.
and eat some real tacos.
Yes, that would be amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
So to finish this, our first interview with international artist for Lebat and the podcast, can you send salute, greeting, say hello
Yeah.
to Lebeth and the podcast?
Okay. Wait, what?
You,
Say,
you
say.
must you must start to practice the why to say this greeting hello to
Yeah, it's a greeting. Yeah.
yeah to greeting the pages and the groups to start
Mm-hmm.
following you. So this is must have a opportunity for us for me to express how to want to do that and you to make it.
So wait, how would you say it in Spanish?
Oh, I guess maybe hola amigos,
Okay, hola amigos.
soy Tatiana
Soy Tatiana.
de Vixen X
Okay, de Vixen X.
y les mando un saludo a los seguidores
Y le mando un saludo a los seguidores
de Lebef
de Lebes
y the podcast.
y the podcast.
Yeah, that's great.
Thank you. I promise next time I will know it without you telling me.
I promise you the next time we chat, I improve my English a little more.
That'll be amazing. We'll next time I will be able to speak in Spanish to you and you will reply in English.
Yeah, that's great. I told you, you're a very smart girl.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tati.
Thank you
So
so much.
officially, we end this interview. I really thank you.
Thank you so much. Hope you have a good day and wish you, a good the rest of the year.
Well, in fact, this day you made me you made my day, and
Thank
the
you.
next year I hope they're good for us, for all of us, and the next year will be gonna be better than this and the last, and I think this is the matter of life. Only keep going,
That's
and
all you can do. That's all
yeah,
you can do.
always forward, never backward.
For sure. Thank you so much.
I
Thank you so
send
much.
you a hug. Thank you
You
so
too.
much.
Have a good day.
Have a good day too, Tati.
Bye bye. Bye.
Adios.
Nice to meet you. Bye.
Gracias.